Alright, I think I got everything working here. Started a little late today. Welcome in, everybody. I don't want to say I told you so, but I think I was... actually, I didn't make a prediction about who would win. Let's see what we got here. Let me turn this a little bit towards me so I have a little more light. I'm looking a little yellow in here. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. It's gut genug, as we like to say. Good morning, everybody. Zafrizi, if my French is correct, you're saying congratulations to Croatia for a game well played. Welcome into our mods, Kirihiko. Who else do we have here? You know, I'm going to need my glasses for this. Got some other ones here. Kind of excited. Got Crispy Egg Roll, been held hostage for 11 months, help. Just resubscribed for 11 months in a row. Lovely sticker on this one. Holy Arts and Crafts Batman has a resub using Prime. Jaroslaw E has subscribed. Very cool. Let me send out a tweet. Okay. That did not help. Let's try these glasses here. That did not help either. That is just far away enough that these glasses are useless. Alright, let's get started. Anyway, first off, congratulations to France. Pretty awesome result if you are into World Cup soccer, or just into soccer in general. So we're going to start with All Might. We were talking about this in Discourse last night, or I just kind of casually mentioned it. Kind of excited because the creator will be at San Diego Comic-Con. My kids in particular are excited for that, and I'm like looking for where all my supplies are. I think I took them all to Dallas with me, where I was just recently. Alright. Last sheet of paper on this. Got a lot of people here in chat. I'm going to load up the window here so I can see what's going on. Of course, I have to mute myself. All right. So I need to also now pull up reference. Alright, here we are. Gotta make sure I got this in the right spot. Oh, that's really a little high. Professor PYG 560. Day is good. Day is good. A little warm here in the valley. We also have an elephant. So we have our third mod. We have Kirihiko. We got Crispy Egg Roll. We got Ren Elephant. We got a full house here. Now I'm going to basically move this camera. So it's a little lower. Sorry, guys. Hopefully this works. Doesn't come crashing down on me here. Alright. That's a better angle for me here. Alright, I'm looking at this character. Very unusual sort of locks of hair. It's interesting to me in that in discussing this on our Discord channel or reading some of the comments, people were like, oh, All Might is a mangaka version of it's like an American version of a manga character. So this is kind of, if we look at traditional manga or anime art and we see big eyes and kind of triangular heads, I think this is what they see when they look at American comic books, right? It's an interesting filter. You realize that your cultural background, what you grew up on, really defines what you see. I'll tell you, this should be brighter. That is too bright. That is a little on the blown out side. Okay. Or is it better without this light? I feel like it's a little too blown out in that corner, but that's dark. There we go, that's the best. Alright. He does have a Shazam thing going on. I was concerned that the stream was going to be the same time as the World Cup. And I want to reduce the World Cup's rating, so, you know. I don't know why I would even be concerned about that, but I'm not. It was a joke. Say hey if you missed my Awesome dad humor. All right. Hey, proper artist. Kanger Banger. Every now and then, Cortana goes off. No, even. I just want to kill it. Cort. It just doesn't let me turn this off. Super easy. Does it? Cortana, how can I turn you off? Can't even. Won't even respond to that. It responds randomly to just whatever I just say. But if I ask it, I literally said the phrase you're supposed to say to make it activate. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. There's no easy button where I just can turn it off. There we go. Wow. Even when your device is locked, you can use Cortana and ask her things. Okay. Okay, yes, thanks for all the wonderful help, guys. Very, very useful. Alright, let's get caught up on some of the activity that's going on out here. I did stream last week, but it was from the road, so I feel like I've been gone for a couple weeks. Create My Own Comic has resubscribed. Mike Morrison Art as well. Thank you very much. We got cheer from Tim Art Peterson. Thank you for your continued support, dude. The Comic Source as well. Still hoping. Well, Tim said, "Happy Sunday, Jim." The Comic Source said, "Still hoping to see you draw Wraith from Superman Unchained one day." That's a real possibility. Cynthia Yip very generously cheered again. Thank you for your continued support, Cynthia. Glad to be able to catch your stream here again. Hope all is well. Got Jim McKeevy and Toxicity 8827. Speaking of Toxicity, I want a big birthday shout out to my boy John Domain. Celebrates his birthday today. Hopefully I get to see him later this afternoon. BG Customs has cheered as well. Thank you very much. You are indeed Batman. Janella has cheered all the way from the Philippines. I never know what time it is there, but I think it's late. So thank you for your being awake and supporting the stream. Do a green arrow, he says. Grumpy F23 has resubscribed for 11 months. Grumpy's been here since the start. Well, Bruce Art has cheered very generously. The goat, the snail. It's all here. The animal kingdom. Mike413 has resubscribed as well for 2 months. Janella has cheered as well. That was a while ago, 12 minutes ago, in fact. And Holy Arts Crafts Batman, which I believe I said. One It Rains has cheered as well, very generously. Crispy has cried for help. Someday he will receive the assistance he craves. Angry Panda 888 has cheered as well. And Stone Cold Snake 316 made it early for once. Good day, people, and Mr. Lee. And then other good stuff. Golden Hands #1 has subscribed, and that makes me current. As I say, that P11625, that elusive handle P11625, not to be confused with P11624, has resubbed as well. Golden Hands 1 has subscribed using Prime. Charlie App 7 has cheered as well. How is my shoulder? Thank you for asking, but it is just messed up beyond belief. Ken Edge has cheered 100. So, yeah, I was in Dallas for some orientation stuff for my son, and because he's going to college there, and the school requires students to come in to meet with their academic advisor in person. School doesn't start for another month, but he had to be there. So, I think that's really a great program. They really obviously care very much how their freshmen are set up academically. And so while I was there, I was on the phone with my wife, just talking, and I'm kind of walking up these stairs. And in my old age delirium, I obviously cannot talk and walk at the same, or talk and walk upstairs at the same time. And I fell forward. My toe bumped the step, so I fell forward. And I stopped myself, obviously, with my right hand and my right arm, and my whole shoulder like lit up. Like usually when I would tweak the shoulder, I get like a very small kind of cluster of burning pain. And this time the whole entire shoulder itself just like kind of lit up. So yeah, that was pretty bad. I literally had to go, I can't talk right now, I'll call you right back. And I'm sure other parents kind of noticed this, even though it was kind of a staircase that was kind of hidden or in the back. So yeah, it's gotten worse. And I don't know. It does not bode well. That's all I can say. All right. Where are we at? My hands are fine, so I can draw. Chiropractor, it's not my back per se. I did do the MRI. They injected the dye into my shoulder, and then you have to sit inside this machine for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes and not move at all, which is very hard. Apparently I breathe hard when I'm in enclosed spaces, which I'm not claustrophobic, but obviously you're in a tube, and the tube is right there on your face, and your shoulders are kind of constricted inside this tube so you don't move your arms. And I don't really mind the tight space, but these MRI machines are loud. I mean, you hear a clank, 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 and it feels like it's going to basically explode. It sounds like a time bomb that's about to go off. And it was, it was intense. But the results came in. I wrote it down on a sheet of paper, which I threw away promptly. But the doctor has it. I'm going to see him the week after Comic-Con. I think I shared this last time. But I tore the labral muscles. And then in researching that, actually there's a better chance of surgery helping. So I have to just decide when to do that. But if I have surgery, it knocks you out for like 2 months. And I've got all these convention commitments. So I don't know when there's a good time to do it. Maybe mid-December, actually, which seems so far away. But I think realistically that might be the first time, because there's no point in me going to a convention if I can't sign or sketch, right? And you think, like, well, that makes no sense. You should cancel these. But unfortunately, these things are agreed to long ago, and people spend money to promote it, so there's financial considerations to be had. I don't mind this, but I feel like the head could be maybe down a little bit more. I like the fact that he's like kind of perpetually got this huge smile. I wonder if like the Japanese, this is kind of how they see American people, like with these gigantic, exaggerated, over the top kind of smiles. He almost looks, he almost looks villainous. In fact, kind of how kind of distorted or exaggerated the smile is. I mean, it's not quite Joker level, but it is almost ear to ear. Buchan Red asks, anyone else going to San Diego Comic-Con this week? There's a guy named Radical, I think. You guys should get on our Discord channel. It is seriously very amusing sometimes, I think. And by amusing, I mean very active. Who is the person I'm looking for? Yeah, 12 Radical, or Radical with a 1-2. Yeah, if you go to Discord and you are a sub, there's channels that are open to you where people are kind of talking about what they're going to do at San Diego. And it's interesting to me to see this because I'll tell you that from my point of view, I just go to the show and I have a very different kind of experience. I just go to the show. I have a very different kind of experience, which kind of, and I'll describe it in a second. So one of the things, crappy things about flying is going through security, of course. And in one of those machines, you have to raise your hands up right above your head. I can go about as high as this before it gets strained in the shoulder. So thankfully I didn't have a ball-busting TSA person that could have really got on me about not quite taking the position that they want you to. But super annoying. No, the dog did not get in the room. Big Boss 138 just had to get some supplies. All right, so the convention for me is mostly at this point business meetings and press opportunities. But in our Discord channel, right, there's this, in the subsection, there's a thing called Con Life, and another one called SDCC, obviously short for San Diego Comic-Con. And I didn't realize, well, this year they instituted a digital lottery, so people no longer have to wait in line. So the good news is you no longer have to wait in line, like get up super early, crack of dawn to wait in line to see if you can win a spot in these, or wait in line for a couple hours to win a chance at a minifig or some sort of exclusive. The bad news is you no longer are allowed to wait in line all day. And so that's almost funny, Crispy. Almost. You were this close. I can't go any farther, but if my arm were okay, it would be that way. Anyway, so yeah, so you can see how people really have to scramble and really adjust their whole con strategy. And I feel for people because I think tickets are expensive and hard to get, and there was certainty, though, that if you were committed enough or masochistic enough, you could just wait and you would be kind of guaranteed to be able to do certain things. Maybe not everything, but if you wanted to do one particular panel, get one thing signed or one exclusive, you could put all your energy and be there and just really camp out and put all that time in and get that thing done. So you could kind of like plan your San Diego Comic-Con around the things that matter to you most. Now you have to kind of submit your name to a number of different lotteries, and you can't weight them, meaning you can't say, hey, this is my first pick, this is my second pick. I don't think you can't. So that basically means you would probably want to, if I were a con goer, consumer con goer, what I'm trying to say is, if I were not a professional, if I were just going as a fan, I would apply to every single one and then see what I could get into, and then I guess horse trade with other people that might want what I luckily got that I wasn't as into, and then kind of bargain my way or negotiate my way into the lines or events that I wanted to be in. Am I correct, chat? Am I correct? Is that kind of what's happening? There's no trading. They check your OD. Right. So, okay, they check your OD. So you're not horse trading the position in line. So let me clarify. But if I wanted a minifig and I got it, but I didn't. Okay, if I didn't want the minifig and I won the spot in the minifig and you wanted the minifig, I would wait in line, get the minifig, and you would wait in line and get something else that I wanted, and then we would horse trade the items after the fact, right? Now am I right, Kleenex? Jungi Wungi, correct. I believe that's what I was just trying to say. Ren Elephant has subscribed 11 months in a row. Look at Ren Elephant. He waited until Crispy got it. He kind of swoops in right after. Charlie App is cheering. He's asking, is this a 0.4 or 0.7? This is a 0.5. My 0.7 just came from Japan. It took almost 2 months to get to New York. I think you can get them overnight from Amazon. No? Yeah, so in that sense, Comic-Con has become more complex. Nova Prime XX. Do you drink coffee? I just had a little espresso shot before I started, right here. Is coffee the enemy to an artist because it makes you shaky? I guess if you have too much coffee, but I drink coffee 2-3 times a day. And then I'll go for long periods without coffee because I don't want to get hooked on that stuff. Because you start getting these really bad caffeine headaches if you don't have coffee, which are as annoying as not having coffee. Or as annoying as the shakes. I don't know. It's just annoying. So I just kind of stop for a little while. And then get back to it so that... And also if you drink it every day, you're going to find that you need more and more coffee to kind of get the same sort of boost. And so I basically curtail my drinking of coffee. So exciting. This is the coffee Twitch channel. Joe Jimbo 007, your body builds up immunity to stuff like caffeine. Actually, your body builds up immunity to everything, if you really think about it. And this is, okay, I feel like a digression coming on, hardcore here. I would say that it's true for everything. Your body, if you hear a tap, tap, tap on the window, it will wake you up. But if you hear it repeatedly over days and days, it gets super annoying. But at some point, you just kind of block it out, right? That allows you to sleep through annoying sounds. It's amazing how the body works, but it's annoying too, because if you, for instance, if you are not really, what am I trying to say? If you're someone that doesn't like public speaking, you get nervous. The more you do it, the less you're going to feel the sort of the physical kind of anxiety surrounding it. Your body gets used to it. It just does. I think it's just part of the programming of the body, so that, because if you felt the same way to everything, it would just be too much stimulus, right? Your body has to figure out what's normal and what's potentially a threat. But it's bad if you need medication for like pain relief, like myself, because your body gets habituated to it, and then you need more, and then that's where people really kind of struggle and have issues with it. Mutants molded my morals. See, exactly. You've gotten immune to Crispy's jokes, not even a smile. It used to be funny initially, and then after a while, it's like the same note. Anyway. So, hello, Pandemus, Mensage, JFX, Cynthia. You should always try Chinese herbal medicine rub. So, I do have, like, if I could share, I've got these, it's hard to say, it's KT tape, kinesiology tape or something like that. But it's these super sticky stripes that you basically put down that almost act as ligaments. And there are different videos online that show you for every kind of injury where to put the tape and how to apply it, whatever level of stretch. And so I have my wife kind of applied that, and I heard that I should get some hot and cold packs. There's a lot of stuff I got to do. I've got an arm sling that I will put my arm into so that I just mentally or subconsciously don't use my arm, because you use your arm for everything. So I can kind of let it heal. It's just frustrating, because not too long ago, I would consider myself not super fit, but active, and this really limits your ability to do stuff. But anyway, when I fell on these stairs and what came straight down, it did sort of jar this other memory I had when I was in Lake Como in April for the Comic-Con. I was jumping a turnstile. That's a long story, but I was jumping this turnstile from the funicular, whatever. It's the gondola that goes up to the top of the mountain, and I was jumping the turnstile, sort of. So I propped myself up on my two arms, and my legs went over the turnstile, but my foot caught the turnstile. Again, 53 years old. What am I doing this for? And I caught it, and so I was going down, but my hands were on the sides of the turnstile, so I was heading towards the concrete floor with my face, and that's not a good look. And so I was able to quickly, or semi-quickly, put my, and luckily again, this was sort of out of the view of most people, because otherwise there would have been videos online for sure. And so I got my arms forward, and I think about it. I'm sure that's what happened. I made the initial injury to my shoulder, which was years ago when I lifted that bag over my head, a lot worse through this. Because when I fell on the stairs, I felt like I just kind of in Dallas, I kind of recreated exactly that thing. So the moral of the story is, kids, don't get old, and don't jump turnstiles. And that's all I can say. I was gonna have him point, but I'm not sure why he would be pointing. So I think I'm just gonna have him like do this hoo ha, like yeah. And I'm thinking that I want to make his head smaller, because I want to really exaggerate sort of the size of his body, because it, and then has the other side effect if I don't mess with the smile, of making his smile even larger than life there. Let me turn it so that it's got a bit of a better angle. That's what I've got going on here. And then rather than do my traditional sort of tissue paper smear, I'm thinking of 77 Eastman. So what's your longest drawing session you've done for a book? I think I've drawn like 36 hours straight. I think I did about 4 or 5 pages. But it's not something I would really advocate doing. But if you are going to do that, you do all the figures first across all the 5 pages. Faces first across all the 5. Break it all down first. Then go in and draw all the faces, and then draw all the bodies attached to the faces. Then draw the backgrounds. Then actually render the figures. Draw all the backgrounds. So that way, the last thing you're doing is the background. So when you are kind of just exhausted and you're drawing a little window, it's not too important if that window's angles aren't quite perfect, or if the window next to it doesn't look quite in the right spot. At least your faces, which is what people gravitate towards. Again, we're hardwired, I think, to look at people's faces for emotional connection. That's just part of our social programming. And when you look at a comic book, typically you look at the faces and see the emotional context of the scene. People that have never read comic books, for whatever reason, usually go towards the sound effects, which is always interesting to me, because I usually don't. I don't even read the sound effects, I just hear them, right? Anyway. Alright, let's start drawing in ink. And for this I will need glasses. Hey, effects. I was doing good. The Fab's okay. I missed the place to put a message when I subbed earlier, but if you see this, I'd love to see a Batwoman draw one day. I think I've drawn a Batwoman headshot, but yes, that sounds very possible. DC characters are a lot easier for me to draw, or more likely for me to draw, I guess. Molly Monk has resubbed 2 months in a row. Thanks for providing amazing content. Thank you for supporting the channel. Rotten Rock has subbed as well. 10 months in a row. Rotten Rock. Been here since almost day one. Okay. Action Detective 11. How do I draw a foreshortened finger pointing? You draw... oops. Brim of the hat. Okay. Very quickly. If you can draw that shape, you can draw a foreshortened hand. That represents that. Put another one behind it, another one behind it. Okay. I would have these kind of curving down, right? If you look at this hand, the row of knuckles. If I cut off my fingers, if I were that dedicated to the channel, I would do it. Okay. So again, maybe a little without all the lines. One, two, three. All right. This thumb is very large. You're right, Crispy. If I did that, I believe that would possibly go viral. What I should do, again, I shouldn't give away these great ideas. I should get a fake hand and put it here and get like garden clippers. That would be pretty amazing. So that's semi-foreshortened. If you want to really foreshorten it, just draw that first palm, and then they get smaller as they go. Okay. These are the knuckle lines here. So it's really about placing that first pad of that finger, this area right here. Okay. If you want to foreshorten it even more, you can draw the fingernail. See how this fingernail curves? See that? That's this. That's the underside. So we're seeing the top and the bottom kind of simultaneously. This is a wrinkle line. Same thing going on there. See how that's coming straight at us? Put two eyes here. Yes? Would you get banned from Twitch, Superhero Summer Art? You guys are... Right? Charlie App, that's why you never cut off your fingers during a live stream. J. Walter Weatherman. Please tell me you get the reference, Jim. Easily the best joke today. No, I don't. I'm sure it's something that's very obvious. If you were same thing with feet, okay, it's just the toe is the toenail is a lot larger. And this pad is smaller, and then the heel comes down here, ankles here. I think this is Ren Elephant's, right? I think he's the hairiest of all the mods. I don't even know why I said that. A little creepy. Oh, speaking of creepy, so this is what I meant to say. A little shadow here like that kind of separates the four, and then you can put the shadow of the toe here, 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 right? A little crispy egg roll right here. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, the creepy part. The creepy part was I was saying in the Discord channel, in Con Life and in SDCC, marker's dead. I didn't realize how people kind of track everyone's movements, like where people are going to be, certain comic book creators or celebrities or actors or whatever. I didn't realize that it's almost like they're tracking down like rare bird species in like the Amazon jungle or something. Shortly before sunset, this red-spotted thrush will appear. If I could even do a National Geographic voice, I would have. Big Boss 138. Oh, and I'm not. I agree with you. I'm not trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to do. It's Sunday. It's early in the morning for me. I'm trying to say it's actually very interesting to see because I think it shows you kind of like the amount of work it takes to get what you want out of San Diego Comic-Con. I just thought people kind of just showed up and like looked through the program book like the night before and said, "Oh, well, let's go check out this." And why should it surprise me that fans are out there sort of strategizing and planning their 5-day experience, right? But also shows like how challenging it can be to do that, to get everything you want out of the show. And also, where experience kind of pays off. You can see the people that have done this more than once. I see that in the shots I've seen online, his eyes are pretty much black, but I added a little bit of a highlight. Not too much. DJ Mittens has subscribed, Tier 3, 11 months in a row. I have arrived. Welcome in, DJ Mittens. Here since day one. I do have to prefer that. I think late August is the anniversary of this stream. The 1 year. So Spooned has cheered as well. Sorry, has subscribed. Can't read my own text. What do we got going on here? Double Western has subscribed as well. Paper Falcon 4 has resubbed for 5 months. CJ Ride has hosted with 537 viewers. So welcome in, CJ Ride. I'm going to have to check out CJ Ride later. See what that's all about. I'll have to write that down. CJ Ride. Ninja of Justice has resubbed as well for 11 months. Keith Thabani as well. Charlie App, Arrested Development, highly suggest you watch. Thank you very much, Charlie. Glooman has resubbed for 11 months. Been here since day one. Kanger Banger, I'll see you guys at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll see a lot of you guys there. Poop Kid, I didn't know you were here, Poop Kid. Poop Kid has resubbed for 11 months. Got PK here. And then we got Crispy. We got Ren Elephant. And we have Kirihiko. There we go. Awesome. Got Wheels has resubbed for 5 months as well. All right. I like this guy's collar. It's very fashionable. I have to adjust the structure here. Okay. Kind of didn't give him enough of a neck. Slight error right there. I gotta fix later. Neck is off camera. And with CJ Bride's hosting, we're over 1,000. Usually get to 1,000 closer towards the end of the stream. So thank you very much again, CJ Bride, for the awesome host. I can see this musculature. It's pretty exaggerated, so I'm trying to have some fun with it. Janella. I'm trying to draw a green arrow. Can you draw me how to draw a hood? By the way, it's 2:04 a.m. in case you're still wondering. Sort of like I did last week. I did hats. This week we're gonna do very quickly tutorial on a hood. Draw your egg for the head. Okay, the hood has to go over the right. This is the neck. It has to conform to the anatomy underneath, right? And then just draw like a kind of a lazy shape like that. And then if it comes down here, it comes down there. It's this lazy shape. Think of a road on a windy mountaintop. And then everything else turns to black here. Then you white out that line, obviously. this could even come out further depending on sort of how billowy or you want to make it. You can also do more of a Jedi Knight kind of robe, right? Where it basically, it's the same shape here, but it comes down a lot further. And then it has to kind of fold back. Right. Ich bin dein I don't even know how I say father in German. Ich bin dein Vater. Whatever. Yes, Mother Teresa. It's molded my morals. Yeah, if you want to draw Mother Teresa, I think it's exactly this thing. And, and then you basically... Oh my God. Nothing's working for me today. There we go. There's the Mother Teresa variant. Okay, we got some people resubbing here. We have Dak Hubert, Bobby Lex, Six Ceiling, Jay Roscoe has cheered, Eternity Gaming has subbed, Giovanni Sanguili, second month, but I'll sub forever. All right, awesome. Good to hear that you have undying support for this channel. Thank you for the very generous cheer, Giovanni. We're working on a special project for you. I'll keep you posted. And curiosity is piqued. And Cyan Blue 1 has subbed using Prime for 4 months. Quantum Priest has resubbed for 2 months. You are the artist supreme. Thank you very much. Easily favorite artist of all time. My dad is filled with attempting... Is filled? Filed? He's attempting to do art. Thank you very much for your precious time in doing these streams. Best wishes. Thank you very much. Lance Childer's art has resubbed for 5 months. Thank you, Lance. And the Pickle Weasel. The Pickle Weasel has resubbed for 5 months. The Pickle Weasel. Looks nothing like you would imagine a guy who has a name called the Pickle Weasel to look like. So that's how you can spot him in line. Steammaker, hello. Nice cap, Jim. France just won the World Cup Championship. You don't say. I did not realize that. Wow. What coincidence. What awesome timing on my part. Supernova has to take off, so we're saying goodbye. I don't know where they're going, but gotta head out. See you later. Bamfart is here. Got Astaroski has subbed. Wrong tune. Sorry if I'm butchering some of these names. Okay, let's get back in here. Got yellow, blue, white, blue, yellow. Yellow, blue, white, blue, yellow. Hey, Remy 9988. 999888. How's it going? Remy, you're in south of France, or are you in London right now? The Spider-Man 1963. This is a manga character called All Might. Yellow, blue, white, blue, yellow. And then I think I screwed up the belt. Okay, I did. So I have to course correct for that. Can't believe I just said course correct, but that's what I... Looks like the belt's gold anyway, so I can kind of fudge it. Things that are metallic tend to have lots of little reflections and lines like this anyway. And it's got some pretty massive thighs, so I'm trying to kind of power these up a little bit. I don't know if I should pop that shoulder in there. Maybe. Okay. Okay. The Spoon Man, 001. Do you get to walk the floor at a con? Yeah, I will, because I have to get from one end to the other for appointments and stuff. But to walk around and see things, no, no. I think anything that you want to see, for the most part, has a line at this point. So it's not like you just kind of casually walk up and enter a line to get a cool thing. I mean, if there's one thing that I've learned from the Discord channel, is that you do have to be planned, you have to kind of be methodical, or you have to have a strategy. You have to put some thought into what you're going to do at the show. I think if you just walk around very casually, chances are you'll see the crowds, and you'll get some free posters, maybe. But you're not going to get any of the really awesome signatures or items, which is fine. I mean, some people just like the party atmosphere of it all. I was gonna say I was gonna not do a smear, but I kind of want to do a smear. I don't know, just thinking out loud. And sorry about that. You may wonder why I don't put tape down so I know where everything is. I kind of reposition the camera with every stream, because I have to work here and the camera gets in the way. Also, I move the page around a lot, so the notion of having a set boundary really, I don't know, it's a hassle, that's all I can say. Black Uriah has resubbed as well. I think there's some other activity I want to get to in a second. Alright, we're going to let that dry. Vegeta. Sub. Sorry. Whimsical Toro has resubbed for 3 months. We need more Goku. I hear ya. Feel your pain. Black Uria. We are the World Cup champions. What's the World Cup? What are you talking about? Charlie App 7 has cheered. Going to take a vote on the next one, Jim? No, we're going to do Black Canary, because that was one that kind of missing out. If there's time for a third very quick headshot, that would be open to a vote, yeah. I wanted to actually kind of go into this stream knowing what I was going to do so that I didn't kind of waste the first few minutes. But you know what? I noticed with this stream, I have to waste it takes me a couple minutes to kind of get in the swing of things. So I don't even know if there's a way to just dive in and start immediately. In fact, yeah, I'll just leave it with that. So thank you, Charlie, for the cheers. I appreciate it. And I think I am caught up. Nope. Astoriaski has subbed and Kyle Hands has subbed. So thank you, guys. Cars has said, do you have a tip to draw female faces? My girls always look too manly. I would say soften the jawline. Without even having looked at your work, I could say maybe soften the jawline, add more sort of the darker lines on the edges of the eyes to mimic the eyelashes and mascara, make the nose a little bit smaller. Just put less furrow lines, just less lines on their face in general. I think probably 3 really good general bits of advice. Mike from Montreal, when are you posting your San Diego Comic-Con schedule? I'll actually post it on Discord, the Discord channel, at some point Monday or Tuesday. I have most of it, but there's still a couple things that I'm missing. Massage says no mustache. It's a good bit of advice. Sure, why not? Kanger Banger, hey Jim, are the kids still enjoying Overwatch, PUBG, or is everyone playing Fortnite? So all the Mason is all about Fortnite, as you can imagine. I'm still playing PUBG on rare occasion, and I don't know what Lucas is up to these days. He's kind of prepping for college, so I did see him playing WoW the other day. DJ Mittens, do you have more on your plate this San Diego Comic-Con since the promotion? Technically, it's not a promotion. It's just added responsibilities. But yeah, there's more. But I mean, it's a finite number of hours, so it's really meaning every Comic-Con. I would say every hour of the day, from the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed, is accounted for. So there's really no way to add more hours to the day. It's really about balancing what you do and what role. But a lot of what I do is kind of outward facing. I think that there's more Hall H stuff this year, so I'll be at the Hall H DC presentation. I usually try to go, but I don't. It was never a must thing I had to do. But I usually try to go and see like the really cool presentation and fans' reaction. But I will definitely be there for that. Alright, I'm just going to go in and sort of clean up some of the shadow shapes I put down. I put them in with a brush, and they make sense, you know. It's not like you don't know what the lines refer to or the shapes refer to, but I can go in and just kind of add little bits of detail, rendering to make it maybe feel a little more 3D. But I think in general, all my drawing stuff is on Thursday and Friday for me. I think there's just one panel on Friday. I think there's one or two panels on Thursday. And then Saturday's Hall H. I am going to be leaving a little bit earlier. Normally I leave. Last 2 years I've left Saturday night. It's just physically I'm just unable to do the 5 days of the show like I used to. I would just run myself to the point where I was just exhausted, and that was fun for a while. It's less fun these days. But we're doing the premiere of Teen Titans Go on Sunday, and it's up here in LA, so I want to go to that. And I'm just doing little bits of rendering here. Obviously didn't wait for it to dry long enough. Got some smearing down here, but I'm going to do a bit of a tissue paper smear for the background after all. I do notice my shoulder is kind of impacting my ability to kind of do consistent render lines. I don't know if that's just mental or if it's because I haven't been drawing for a week. But I do feel something kind of different. It's because you generally have to kind of tense all the muscles when you're doing a bunch of consistently parallel lines. For those of you ink, if you test it out, you might feel that. Let me see if I can just kind of keep the movements down here at my fingertips. Definitely can't draw as energetically, meaning kind of just really throw my arm into my whole body into the drawing itself. Which is probably not a bad thing, drawing a little more slowly. Okay. Thank you, Chunky Style 3030. I do pride myself in that. Don Lee, thanks. Appreciate it. As he fra, I could adjust the height of my seat, but then it would shoot me up here, which is not where we want to be. In regards to the camera that's over here. So maybe I can adjust it some other time. All right. Here we go. Remy. Someone stole my PayPal. Dude, that sucks. Hopefully you're able to recover it. I don't know if you saw, but I asked you where you were. I didn't know if you were in France right now. Because if you're in France, that's awesome, since they just won the World Cup. I imagine the whole country is just lit. I don't see a reply from Remy. Crispy egg roll. Have to call me out. Kanger Banger. Hey Jim, how's your style evolved over the past 20 years? It's definitely changed. There are things that I think structurally I try to pull in a little bit more. I think styles right now. I know Stormtrooper of style. I know it triggered you. I think I've said this in previous streams. Art today seems less bombastic, over the top, which is fine. Certainly my proportions have pulled in a lot. Okay, let's see if we can do something. think I'm going to keep that upper right area fairly clean, or white, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's erase some of these pencil lines in the background. I think I do want to put pencil lines down to indicate maybe some color. So let's do that right now. Sorry. There we go. The mother lode of art supplies right here. let that dry. Is this Photoshop? I love it. Joshua Flower, 1979. Quick question: am I likely to get a DC job with a more traditional style or a gray tone style I currently have? I wouldn't honestly do the gray tone style. I think after colors applied to it, it can get a little murky looking. That's not the right word. It can look a little dark. K-tones look fine in black and white, like what I'm doing right now. But once you start applying color on top of it, it can look a little, not murky. What's the word I'm looking for? It looks dark. It looks, I don't know. Muddy. That's the word. Thank you. It takes a Frenchman to give me the right English word. How muddled. I think muddy is the word. That is the correct word. It's not washed out. It's just muddy. Curiosity has subscribed. ODB818 has subbed as well. Thanks for doing the stream. Thank you very much, ODB818. Tim R. Peterson has cheered. What are you excited about DC Universe Online, and what can we expect to be able to access it? The new DC Universe Online. Oh, you're talking about the app. You will hear more about it in the coming months. That's all I can say, really. Addicted to Dreaming has subbed as well. Charlie App has cheered. My favorite part of the drawings are the negative shapes and the lines you omit. I wish I could omit more lines. Give you a completely blank sheet of paper. MT Gars 2 has cheered. Thank you very much. Swiftwater has subbed. Curtis War has cheered as well. Thank you very much, Curtis War. Giovanni has cheered. Thomas Wayne Batman was the one on Father's Day to do next week, please. Father's Week. That might be internationally Father's Day, but we've already celebrated Father's Day in the U.S. All right, letting this dry. I'll go in and do the white out, pulling the hair here. Clean that up a little bit there. Bring that in. Bring that knuckle in. Fix this as like I promised. Get rid of that there. Just realized there's a cant to this board, and so I'm going to have to adjust it, and I'll show it to you guys in a second what this really looks like. The legs aren't that huge. Huge. I know a bunch of you guys are going to San Diego Comic-Con. Aside from the people I've seen on Discord, you guys have all your plans figured out? So we're still working on them. Not until I release my schedule on Discord. Okay, I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, guys. I didn't realize I was holding you guys up. Alright, so let's see how this looks if I adjust it. Darth Lori has cheered. Thank you very much. Queen City Amusements has cheered as well. Appreciate you guys for the support. Let me see if I can get this to the right position here. I don't know if it's still... No, it should be more like that. I'm doing it wrong. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a snapshot of this and I'll just post it right onto the Discord board right now in general. You don't have to be a sub to see it. Anyone can see it. And because I realize it's kind of hard to see it the way I've set it up here. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. These are kind of just floating embers of atmospheric debris. Okay. All right, let's see if I can take this photo here. Pop this up. That's a horrible photo. I obviously didn't realize that I was seeing past the bottom part here. Let me redo this here. Okay, let's try that out again. Got it. I see what I was doing wrong. Yeah. One more time. There we go. All right. Welcome back, Crispy Egg Roll. Chunky Styles 3030 is okay with never going to San Diego Comic-Con. We get to see the concentration face today. I guess the camera's in the wrong spot. Oh well. Or maybe it's the grimace. I'm telling you, even opening up the stupid pen, it's that motion just pulling out like that. I can feel it right in there. It is a weird thing. Tiny little muscles. MXD7, Jim, next time you see Francis Manopal, tell him that you'll sign his copy of Uncanny X-Men 268. He's shy about asking a signature from his boss. $150, we're all good. Actually, $149.99. I got to undercut Crispy's price. Darth Lori, yes, my rotator cuff. I think it's the labral muscles, they said. I did an MRI a couple weeks ago. So, pinched nerves. I've had pinched nerves before. Those usually go away after a day or two. Those are really bad as well. Luckily, this doesn't really impede so much with the drawing part, but it just gets in the way of. I'm not even looking forward to the crowds. Like if people bump into my shoulder, it's kind of wince-inducing pain. So I'm not looking forward to that and sort of navigating through Comic-Con. Advent. Do you do prints of the stuff you do on stream? Yes, we will probably launch that for the 1-year anniversary. Is my guess. Not doing it now just because San Diego Comic-Con is such a black hole of time and energy, and then probably need like a week to recover. Probably announce it in August, and then do some giveaways at the end of August in celebration of the 1-year anniversary mark. So there'll be prints available for sale, and then for people that can't purchase them, there'll be giveaways. So we'll have a lot of giveaways for whatever that 1-year anniversary mark is. I think it's August 27th, 8th, or something like that. The Joker 808. Oh my God, I'm back. I missed all you guys. Hey, Uncle Jim, missed you. Welcome back to Joker 808. D. Calvin. Hey, what am I doing for New York Comic Con? Way too early. I don't know, but I will be there. DJ Mittens wants Twitch shirts for 1-year subs. The problem with shirts is that everyone's a different size, and so it gets challenging just making the right shirts. Strange brew. So it's not so much the muscles now. I've torn these muscles. So I don't think there's anything I could do other than what the person on the phone told me. They could either do arthroscopic surgery, which would put you out for 2 to 4 months, or you could do PT, right? Physical therapy. But the thing with physical therapy, and this is the part I'm trying to find out, is how do you let it heal? I don't mind doing the physical therapy, but how do I get to the point where I can start doing the physical therapy? You don't do it now, right? So I have to essentially let it rest. But how do you let it rest without just not using it at all, right? That's the tricky part. If I do surgery, it'll be in December, mid-December, because I don't have anything for a while after that. Stem cell injections, that sounds good. How about an arm transplant? Just cut off my arm right here and put a new one on. Should work, right? Cypher, I saw All Might had a click. Oh my god, did I miss it? You did miss me drawing it. Here it is. If you're just joining us here. There's All Might. You know, I'll pop this. I'll put this on Instagram and Twitter. All right, let's. I was going to do a hashtag rotator cuff, but no one will get that, so I'm just going to leave it as is here. Oh, wait. Torch. It's so weird. I filled this in with black, but it's showing up as like this other. Okay, guys. Hello, Michael Mellison. Oh, I like that. Darth Lori. Hashtag look, mom, one hand. Although, that could be misinterpreted as well. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, Han Gado. Hey Jim, for university entrance examination graphic/communication design, I'll have to draw a storyboard. Subject unknown. I'm pretty bad at drawing. Any tips you can give for drawing storyboards? I don't know. You say you're pretty bad at drawing, but this is what you want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any tips. Sorry. You know, if nothing comes to mind easily, is that indicative of anything? I don't know. Okay. It's such an open-ended question. I don't know how to even answer that, so I apologize. Since you feel like your skills aren't there yet, I would do something simple. Keep the idea as simple as possible, and a very simple idea. That's all, right? Don't make it too complicated, and stick to what you know. Meaning, don't if you don't really feel confident in your drawing and storyboarding, just kind of do. Oh, you know what I forgot? Sorry, my mind. These glowing embers of. There we go. Not that it made a big difference. Okay. Okay. All right. LeBron in a Lakers jersey. They're already selling that. They're already selling the merch for that. So, all right, let's do Black Canary right here. All right, and for this, we got a slight upshot for. Okay. It's interesting to note when I do a gesture drawing, I don't start necessarily with the face. I start with like the lat for whatever reason. I don't know if I did that with the All Might. I have her holding up this microphone, but I don't know if I want to go that way. Right? She's going to be holding a mic Dazzler style, you know? Da, da, da. Oh, that is cool. Is there any chance of doing a Witcher character sometime? Jart or Yennefer? Be super cool. Yeah, anything's possible, I think. I've been trying to do more non-traditional superhero art, kind of mix it up a little bit. And so, yes, there's always that opportunity. This is HB LED. I think someone asked in the stream. But you know what? I used F for the longest time. So find the lead that works for you. I think HB might be too soft for most beginners, in that it smears pretty easily because it is soft. So you just have to decide again. There are other artists that work with like 3H, which I could never even imagine. It's a super hard lead, but they don't erase much. They just like put down that line and they nail it and they move on. It's very interesting. I think like Steve Leoloa, I once visited him in his studio and he was showing me his pencils and they were like blueprints. They were like perfect. There was like no random lines. It was just the line that needed to be inked. Joshua Flower, yes. It just can't be for publication. Any tips on how you approach attaching the head, neck to the torso? Well, it basically. Thanks, Vic. VZA Just Draw. Welcome in. Has to kind of stick. It has to come here, right? It can go left and right from that point, but it's just like it's a hole in a socket. It's a socket in a torso. The neck has to fit into that socket right there. I don't know how else to really. I'm not sure if you could be more specific with whatever is not working for you. That would be good. So the lines that are super critical for this point of the sketch is the shoulder muscle, the bicep sort of floating right underneath that, out of that gap in here. The breast comes out here. That line basically gives the 3D form here. This arc, this opposing line establishes the shape of that rib cage. You want the two breasts to match. Sometimes I don't. I have an issue with that, so do that. It's a slight up shot, so you're not going to see. I have to kind of foreshorten this, not foreshorten it, basically draw it in perspective. The other shoulder sits behind here, behind right there. This arm is too long compared to this long. Although the arms, when they swing down, the wrist should be right under the bottom of the pelvis here, so this arm could probably be a little longer. Okay. From this ear, cheekbone goes down to the lips, or right below the lips. Have the arm flare out a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to give her a jacket. I'm going to foreshorten this arm more into space, so it basically goes down here. Switch the wrist positioning. Something like that. Get it, sort of move off the 80s style. V-neck. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know if that looks right either. Let's do something kind of in between. And then, does she have a belt? I think I've drawn her with a belt sometimes. Can also do this, which is Yeah. Okay. Something like that. Vegeta, the info on commissions is my art dealer at Albert Moy. I say at, I don't know. How do you get a hold of him? Go to his website, www, I don't know, albertmoy.com. That's where it's at. I think his email address is there as well. I think it's albertmoy at AOL.com. Yeah, Albert Moy at AOL.com. I'm sure he loves me sending this out. How weird. CNN, I mean, just 10 in the morning sent out the news alert that France beat Croatia. I mean, they're usually on top of it. I don't know why there was such a delay. Okay. 1 second, I'm going to let this... All right. Let's get started. All right. Yeah, I was giving some writer that works for us, high-profile writer. He had a Hotmail email address. I was like, hey, I sent you some email. I don't know if you actually check your Hotmail account since no one really uses it anymore. Hashtag. Not judging. But I am. Yeah. All right, let's just start this. So even though I started the sketch down here at the torso, now I'm going to start with the face because that's the most important part. Sure, I know it's sideways looking here. Let's see if I can move over a little bit so you guys can... Do a little bit of a Kirihiko, no eyeballs. Keep you guys guessing. I do need glasses though. Okay, I can actually see what I'm drawing. Okay, Jim Lee Rocks has resubscribed for 5 months. 5 months and Jim Lee still rocks. Appreciate that. MT Garza 2 has cheered. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Dr. Mamelo has subbed using Prime. Angry Viking is hosting with a viewer. J for Jules has cheered. Thank you very much, J for Jules and Queen City Amusements for the support. Codename Twitchy X has resubbed for 6 months. Scarecrow 190 has hosted. I have to get rid of the hosting messages, although, never mind. We did get a lovely host earlier from gosh, was it CJ Ride? What do we have here? Valletta 23 has resubbed for 11 months. Been here since day one or nearabouts. And Locust Balance and Dark Knight 1X has subbed, as has Dung Beetle Bra. Dung Beetle Bra. Gotta like that. Alright, cool. I can't hang. I gotta put the eyeballs in. Sorry, guys. I don't know how Kirihiko does it. She just has iron will and discipline. Can't hang. I'm sorry. That's probably very old slang. People like, yeah. It's weird. 1 second, you're saying what everyone else is saying, and then the next second, no one understands any of the words you use. There you go, Turbo Grappler. Appreciate it. Although it's probably funny, like, because I basically read what's on the screen without actually previewing the line. If I previewed it, I would know not to read those one host announcements. But hey, I'm just trying to get through it as quickly as possible. Kelly MVP Olink. This character is Black Canary. Darth Lori, what did you measure with your thumbs? I didn't measure anything. I basically put my thumbs there to see if I made her cheekbones narrower, what would happen. And I kind of liked the result, so I kind of went in darker with this shadow here. Abetis has cheered, as has Darth Lori. Thank you very much for the support. Quick Draw 13 has resubbed for 7 months. Happy 7 months. I felt like we just did that. Ignite Comics has generously cheered. Thank you very much, Ignite Comics. There are 2 eyes in Ignite when you dedicate this to me. All right, sounds good. Upshift has also subscribed using Prime. Much appreciated. And Viate23 has resubbed for 11 months, I believe. I think I might have already said that, but... Now at this point, I know I'm going to go in with black brush here, so I'm not so concerned about all the rendering, because it's going to get overwritten. I'm wondering if I should put this belt in, though. I'm thinking not, because it seems to cut up the shape, the form here. Let me see what happens if I do this. I still have time to adjust. See. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay. And I don't think I have a straight edge here, but this will work. Okay. Brandon Louise has cheered. Any chance we'll see you and Frank Miller finish Dark Knight Boy Wonder? If so, time frame. We'd love to. It's I've talked to Frank about it. We've talked about it. It's just he's super busy. I'm super busy. Super injured. I don't know how much sort of regular stuff I'll be drawing going forward anyway, but you know, there's interest. I just saw him the other week. Okay. Charlie Amp has cheered. Looks amazing. James D. Bowie 87 has cheered as well. DMS has resubbed. These streams are so fun and inspiring. I hope they're mostly inspiring, but I'm glad you're enjoying them as well. Infected Rage 09 has resubbed for 10 months. 10 months. Are you excited for Spider-Man PS4? I'm not a real console gamer these days. I haven't been for some time. James D. Bowie 87 has cheered as well. Aradas Ghoul has subbed. So thank you guys for all that support. Much appreciated. Mostly been a PC gamer. Briefly got into console for a while with the PS3 and the Xbox One. I just like the controls on a PC better. And of course, like the high-end graphic card and stuff. I mean, just amazing quality. I actually read an article the other day talking about how it was Dell and Alienware. Dell bought Alienware, but how that's one of their big growth areas is the gaming marketplace, right? Otherwise, PC sales are down. Simply Sparrows. Simply Sparrows. Do I read chat? No, not really. No, I do. I do. I'm just, if I get really into something, I kind of tend to, all things kind of disappear, fade away. The fact that I'm even streaming kind of gets lost on me. So with this is just really kind of just building up the values. There's no technique other than just that, meaning I don't go one direction and then switch or have a plan, like, oh, I'll go this way, I'll go east to west, and then west, and then whatever. I just start laying down lines and then kind of reacting to the lines I put down. Obviously that white spot is no good. It means there's a highlight there, but there can't be. The highlights are going to be here, here, and maybe along here. So I have to kind of grade this out. So that means just putting down kind of a semi-wide line, bit of line work. There's stuff here I need to like flatten out. And also here. Alright, let's use some tape here. Grimes Jr. has resubbed for 11 months. Thank you for the long time support, dude. Track Stand All Day has cheered. Thank you very much. The real Sean Dent. Hey, you stole my Wonder Woman with a spear idea. Sorry, yeah, I did. I tracked you down because I was lacking for an idea. I said, I need an idea. What can I have Wonder Woman doing? Luckily, you had designed a shot of her standing with a spear and a shield. I thank you for that. All right. Hey, I'm coming clean. Fully confessing. Okay. It's 12:47. Okay, now the hardest part, although I might see how the fishnets look if I did it in pencil. Let's just try this out here. Oh, that was not a good one. It's going so well. This one, no good. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I would want to draw this character over and over again. Reminds me of Spider-Man. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. I feel like I need Nightbot to have a recurring answer. Jim's shoulder was jacked up by falling on the ground while trying to jump over a turnstile in Lake Como, Italy. I don't know if you can really see all of it unless I go like that. Let's try this. I don't know if that helps. It certainly makes it larger. There we go. You know what I should do? I should just do landscape illustrations. I should draw like I'm doing portrait in a landscape world. Okay. Okay. Trying to get to a dry brush state here. Getting closer. There we go. Dry brush in particular works very well over cross-hatching. Helps kind of actually blend the cross-hatching more together. Kind of just eases the gradations. You can use pencil too. It just doesn't necessarily repro the same way or scan the same way. Okay, let's go back up here again. Okay. Love it. I love how quickly the chat evolves. Commands are made. All right. Let's get in here and okay. Oh, what else is going on out here, guys? Tempest 8 has resubbed for 5 months. Good afternoon, Jim. Good afternoon, Tempest 8. Idiot Savant. Love this stream. Thank you very much for subbing for 4 months. Queen City Amusements has cheered as well from Brooklyn. Big is Comic 77 has resubbed for 7 months. Cryptic Games, 10 months. Good to see you back. Marcus Webb MD has also resubbed for 5 months running. DMS Designs has cheered. Did the Westworld experience at South by Southwest inspire the DC experience at San Diego Comic-Con? Post some video. I will be posting all week. Yes, there'll be lots of information about lots of different projects. We have a lot of news lined up. And that brings me current, I believe. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where to blend the darkest spots into the gray spots here, and then what I'm going to do over here. I should give you the dry run. There's no ink here, but it's going to go here to blend that into there. Make sure I don't get into that arm here too much. Probably blend a little down here into here, and then maybe just a little bit more over there. Okay, so wish me luck. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. It's very dry. This ink is very, very thick. Okay. Well, thank you, mods, for sparing me whatever messages we're scrolling across. Appreciate you guys self-policing and the the self-moderation. You know, it's good. Very proud of you guys. Zealwing has subbed as well. Janella has cheered, just watching the background doing an arrow commissioning. Sean Norton Art, thank you for helping me grow as a professional artist. Very cool. Glad we have a wide range of creators here. We have aspiring artists, semi-pro artists, pro artists, injured artists. We have them all. I know I have 2 drawing panels on Thursday. One, I think, in the afternoon, and one in the very kind of early evening. Just realized this hair over here. Could be thinned out for sure. There's no need for that dry brush effect there. One thing you definitely don't want to do is make it seem like the atmospheric effects go around objects. So it looked like I was avoiding the baton. And so that's why I'm kind of leaning into it here. Let's see if I can get a nice mesh effect. Okay. Let's see if I can give you guys like overall. Actually, it should be like this. Okay, left to right. All right. All right. Now I need to fine tune this. I have a 0.1 marker. I'm going to go in and just add like really fine details. Just kind of clean up things here and there. that one is dead. Okay. I have a new way of opening these up. Normally I do this. I think I will do that. There we go. Just have to relearn how to do basic things, that's all. Okay. Pac-Man Fan 200. I'm hanging in there. How are you? All right, what do we have going on here? Got Bat 7, thank you for the cheer. Queen City Amusements as well. Just cleaning up the edges here of this whiteout with this very thin marker. Both brushes and whiteout pens tend to be fairly blunt instruments. Oh, yeah. So the All Might is going to be the giveaway, and the Black Canary will be the silent auction. Sorry, I should have let people know in advance. And then I will give away the hands thing that I did, that tutorial, to everybody. I don't know what we're at in terms of, is it sub 10, sub 25 today? I don't know. Anyone want to say? Sub 5? I don't know. What is it? Sub 10? Ren says sub 5 today. The hands tutorial is for anyone in chat. Okay. What are we at here? Okay. All right. I think Was there someone asking something about the fishnets? Did they just want it inked or something? I don't know. Can someone respond? I have no idea. I am definitely almost done. Ooh, look at this. This is not good. It's bleeding very badly. Okay, get rid of that marker. Yeah, I agree. In fact, the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to actually put some not rendering, gray tone on them. So it's actually pretty subtle. I was going to put a little rain, actually. Kind of given how her hair is and everything. Sorry to hear that, Jamie. Let's see if you can kind of see it. But I'm going to do the rain effect because the way I had the hair going, it suggests a certain heaviness, right? It's not kind of foo-foo up on that left side there. So let me get, I think we'll give it a very kind of Gotham City vibe. Definitely have to learn how to open this thing a different way. Okay. And then lastly, a little bit of splatter. If I could find something to splatter with. Oh, how things would go if I had the tools I needed. Okay. I'm going to just sacrifice a piece of paper, I think. Just a light rain, nothing too heavy. One last bit over here. Okay. Get a 0.8 marker, which I saw somewhere over here. Okay. I'm done with this one. I'll pop this into Discord so you guys can see it. Okay. It does not seem to want to respond. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so here we go. We're going to do Mother Teresa. Got this sketch here. Flip side. Crispy egg roll, screaming for his life. The hairy calf of the red elephant sighted coming out of the Philippine rainforest, and people pointing. People pointing. Yes, people pointing. Oops, sorry. Should probably do that on camera. All right, next time I'll put some tape down. Damn it. Oh, and before I forget. All right, so this will be to anyone that types something into chat. Open to everybody. Let me open up Nightbot here. Good luck, everybody. Oh, there's no one loaded up, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Meanwhile, I will, so go ahead and type something in the chat. Don't spam chat, you'll get locked out. You just have to have said something in the past 5 minutes since I started. This will be a silent auction. The mods are giving you guys information on how to bid on that. I actually don't understand it myself. It's new technology to me. And this is sub 5, so this is anyone that's a sub. All Might, my one and only All Might. Okay. So we're going to do this one here first. Not sure why. Ah, there we go. It didn't load up anything. It took a while. All right, now we got people loaded up. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. I'll give you a minute or two. While we're waiting, let me just. So last time I didn't have a camera, and so it was. You realize like how much of the stream is actually just communication, and how much of it's actually drawing. It's actually feels more like 50-50. But anyway, I want to thank the mods, Kirihiko, Ren Elephant, Crispy Egg Roll. I'd like to give them all a hard time. for different reasons, but obviously they are hypercritical to the success of the stream, and we're very fortunate to have them help moderate and provide all the information that makes this run smoothly, give us information about Discord, they set that up. I mean, so a lot of amazing things. I think they're all going to be at San Diego Comic-Con too, so you can give them a big shout out and thanks here, or you can do it in person, or you can do both later this week. So thank you guys. Lastly, at the end of the stream, we usually do a raid, and so if you guys have time, can hang out a little bit, we'll go find somebody and basically drop in on their stream and say hello, and it's a lot of fun, kind of just going and helping someone kind of expand their audience and their reach. All right, so here we go. We're going to roll for this Dark Side piece. It goes to Nova Prime XX. Congrats. For Nova Prime XX. There we go. Super easy. Yes. All right. Now this next one is to a sub, so it's got to be. Let me take regulars off, ordinary users off, mods. Okay. So if you are a sub, I've limited it to just subs here. I'll allow you guys. You still have to have said something, I believe, in chat in the past 5 minutes. So give it a minute for. It seems like Nightbot's running a little slowly today. It's not updating. Got a little bit of a Charlie horse here. I don't. Okay. And this one is for All Might. I feel like this All Might deserves a little splatter. Just like energy spackle or something. Go in and just. A little extra energy, love. Okay. There we go. Looks a lot better already, doesn't it? All right. All right, let's see. This one is going to Batman Guy 4, following since October 2nd of last year. Congrats, Batman Guy 4. All right, now how do I access? Can one of the mods drop the link into mod chat? I think that's what I did last time. I can't remember. Meanwhile, I gotta turn my body. This is killing my shoulder. Ah, okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Should be a quick. It's actually already ranked for me. So the winner. I don't announce the name, but the amount was 3,100. So let me put this over here. Over here probably is probably better. So congrats to the person. that won this, I will send you a message. And we're going to do a raid, so please hang out. All right? Oh, wait. No, that's right. That's right. Okay. Sorry about that. That was a different day. I just want to double check because I see multiple. Correct. That is correct. All right, great. All right, so we are going to do a raid at this moment. Let's see what we're going to do. If one of the mods can drop it into mod chat where we're going to go. All right, I see it. Awesome. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. I will see you unlikely next Sunday, although I might stream tomorrow, next Sunday night, because I will be back. So that's probably what will happen. The Sunday morning, I think the premiere is in the afternoon, so I will not be able to stream in the morning, but probably in the evening. So I'll see you guys in a week. All right, thanks, guys.